Okay, I'm Mike Perrin, Chairman of the Truck Committee for the Farmington Volunteer Fire Association in Farmington, New York. It's a small municipality. We have about 15,000 residents, fully volunteer. The fire department actually originated was in the hamlet of Pumpkin Hook in the town of Farmington in New York. Old folklore that the term hook actually referred to theft. And in this village, or in this hamlet, pumpkins were primarily grown, and in the 1800s, a group of individuals stole a lot of pumpkins one Halloween. So the term pumpkin hook then became the name of the hamlet because that's where the theft of all the pumpkins took place. It worked great for us in regards to a fire department because it was perfect putting a pike pole hook through a pumpkin and creating this emblem. We're replacing our existing 1993 Salisbury Rescue with a new Sutphin SVI Rescue. This is our first Sutphin. We're highly looking forward to putting it in service. The biggest reason we went with a Sutphin is our New York State sales and their sales force, which is Vandermolen Fire Equipment. They've been very, very good in guiding us through this process. Not that we haven't been guided before with other manufacturers, but it was a much more fluid method to selling us this truck. Our Sutphin chassis is a raised roof, extended back so that we can have a compartment for our driver, some tools. The driver will be putting his turnout gear in that compartment. We went with an 8-man cab. 6 seats in the back, 4 across the back, 2 rear facing. The rear seats are flipped down so that we have maximum floor space. If we have to put the general public in here on a major scene, we can keep them warm. All the seats are air pack seats minus the driver's seat. We went with 2 overhead storage compartments front and back for helmet storage, EMS bags, any loose equipment that we might need on the truck anytime. With the SVI rescue body we put on this truck, we went with 2 full transverse compartments. Trays come out 3/4 of the way on either side, basically 6 feet out off of either side of the truck. Give us great access to mounted tools, both on the curbside and the street side. We've gone with our first command light mounted up top. We also went with full pull-out lower trays. Just makes for greater accessibility to all the compartment space. We went with white Amdor lighting throughout the truck, and any compartments open, the white side lighting comes on. But we had it wired in so that anytime any of the scene lights are turned on, all of the compartment lights go blue. The idea being at night, if you're using scene lights, any more white lights can be blinding. So as soon as you're using a scene light, the blue lights will turn on and make it much easier for your eyes to adjust going back into the dark. We also have a PTO generator on board the truck, which we can turn on and off via the street side compartment 1, as well as redundant switches in the cab. Our street side number 3 compartment, we have a full complement of airbags. They're high weight, low height lift bags, and high lift, low pressure, high lift bags as well. We have an area below for both control modules for both the high lift and low lift. We have wheel well compartments for extra air bottle storage, single air bottle compartment on the street side, 2 separate air bottle compartments on the curb side. We went with winch mounts, all 4 ends of the truck. We have all the power ports internal, so when the compartment doors are closed, they stay clean and out of the weather. We also included a rope attachment point that can be mounted into our curb side and street side. In the street side 4 compartment, we went with full pull tool boards, perforated, awaiting all of our tool mounting equipment. Obviously hand tools, any loose tools that needed to be mounted will be mounted on these 2 boards. With the hopper feeds down through here, we'll be able to have a 5-gallon bucket stored behind the chute, quickly deployed kitty litter for spreading for any leaks and fluid leaks in the street. On the rear of the apparatus, we went with a full staircase that is power driven to a horizontal position, which then allows storage for our winch, a folding table, 2 folding chairs for rehab purposes, Stokes basket storage, and then above we'll have a small folding ladder storage, 12-foot ladder storage, and numerous hooks, and then there's also an attic ladder as well in the storage bay. Also, what we've added to the back of the truck was an access door for a 120 volt cord reel. Simple process of stepping up, opening the compartment, retrieving the power box, and then deploying it. Up above, we have 4 coffin compartments, full depth, full width coffin compartments. And then towards the front of the truck, we actually have the location for our Cascade bottles, which is 4, and our folding command light up on the top of the apparatus. We have a 4-bottle Cascade system up on the top side of the apparatus. That's in conjunction with this fill station for 2 SCBA bottles to be filled simultaneously. There will also be a booster pump installed in line with this Cascade system that will help us facilitate being able to fill 4,500 PSI bottles over an extended period of time due to the fact that the Cascade bottles only have 6,000 PSI in them to begin with. Stepping forward to curbside 3 compartment, we have a pretty strong support staff that helps us on fire scenes. So we've put on board a refrigerator freezer, so we'll have onboard cool water for our hot scenes that we work. We also included a microwave, and we have a coffee maker. These also go in conjunction with our rehab process that we go through. Curbside 2 and curbside 1 are the other halves of the 3/4 inch pull-out drawers. Then we also went with an onboard toolbox. It's going to give us great tool storage for rescue situations where we need to get into a position where we have to take the equipment apart to get the victim out. We've left enough space on either side of the toolbox so that we can put equipment tool bags in there so we can quickly grab what we need and go. Then on the rear of the cab, we also have storage for 2 fire extinguishers. Obviously, there's some gaps under the lower cover. We can actually put in some road flares. We should be able to quickly deploy extinguishers as the firefighters depart the truck. We put in a rescue-style front bumper with an extended cover off the top of it. What we'll be mounting in here is 2 battery-powered rescue tools, cutter and a spreader unit. We also have included a 120 volt outlet cord reel with 150 feet of cord on board. And then because the e-rescue tools use batteries, we put in a separate battery compartment, ventilated so as to reduce the heat. That way the batteries are readily available for powering up the rescue tools.